if it is indeed a tunnel. There's a top, there's a bottom, there are sidewalls.
I don't want to quit investigating. I just want to quit with the remote sensing. And he was fine with that.
He's right, I don't like the Q word.
He doesn't like the Q word.
For more than 2 centuries, the mystery of Oak Island has refused to fade. It has drawn in treasure hunters from around the world, drained fortunes, and left behind more questions than answers. Many had come to believe the truth would never be uncovered. But now, everything seems to have changed. In a stunning revelation, the History Channel has confirmed what people have been waiting for. The treasure of Oak Island may finally have been found. Deep beneath the surface, in a place the team calls Chamber X, lies a discovery far greater than anyone expected. This isn't just a handful of coins or scattered relics. It appears to be a carefully concealed collection of gold, rare artifacts, and unusual religious objects, items that feel out of place and suggest a much deeper, more mysterious origin. After years of relentless digging, advanced technology, and unwavering determination, Rick and Marty Lagina have reached a moment that generations only dreamed of. But what truly makes this discovery remarkable isn't just the treasure, it's the symbols. Strange carvings etched into the chamber walls don't match any known explanation. They hint at something far bigger, something that may have been hidden in plain sight for centuries. Even longtime skeptics are now being forced to rethink everything they thought they knew about Oak Island. If you're curious about what comes next, stay tuned, because this discovery could reshape history. Hidden deep beneath the soil of Oak Island, something has been waiting for centuries. Located off the coast of Nova Scotia, this small island is easy to overlook. At just around 140 acres, it's a modest peanut-shaped stretch of land surrounded by trees and rocky shores. Yet despite its size, Oak Island holds one of history's most enduring mysteries. The story dates back to 1795, when a young boy named Daniel McGinnis noticed a strange depression in the ground. Curious, he and his friends began digging, and what they found shocked them. Every 10 feet, they uncovered carefully placed wooden layers, as if the site had been engineered to protect something hidden below. This location would later become known as the legendary Money Pit, a mystery that has guarded its secrets for over 200 years. Over time, countless expeditions tried to reach the bottom, but most ended in failure and financial loss. Tragically, 6 people have even lost their lives during these searches. According to a chilling legend, a 7th person must die before the treasure is finally revealed. As if that weren't enough, the island itself seemed to resist exploration. Flood tunnels repeatedly filled excavation sites with water, halting progress and deepening the mystery. The clues only made things more puzzling. Stones marked with cryptic symbols suggested that a massive treasure, possibly worth millions, lay buried below. Over the years, theories have multiplied. Some believe the treasure belonged to pirates like Captain Kidd or Blackbeard. Others think it could be the lost jewels of Marie Antoinette, hidden during the French Revolution. And then there are even more mysterious ideas, connections to the Knights Templar, or perhaps even the Holy Grail. Oak Island has always been a blend of danger and imagination. In the 1960s, Robert Dunfield used heavy machinery to dig more than 100 feet deep. While he didn't uncover treasure, he proved that the ground contained man-made structures. Later, Dan Blankenship devoted decades of his life to solving the mystery, living on the island and pursuing clues that always seemed just out of reach. Everything changed in 2014 when the History Channel launched The Curse of Oak Island. What was once a forgotten mystery suddenly became a global phenomenon. Leading the effort are brothers Rick and Marty Lagina, who introduced a modern, scientific approach to the search. They uncovered ancient coins, old wooden structures, and even a mysterious lead cross that some believe connects to the Templars. The real breakthrough came when the team moved beyond guesswork and began using advanced technology. With the help of geologists and engineers, they mapped the island using ground-penetrating radar and laser scanning. These tools revealed hidden voids and tunnels that had remained undetected for centuries. Small changes in the terrain, once ignored, became critical clues. One of the biggest discoveries came from scans around the Money Pit, which revealed a massive underground void, almost like a chamber about 20 feet tall. Even more intriguing, sonar readings suggested the presence of metal inside. This was no natural formation. It appeared too precise and structured. Determined to find answers, the team drilled deep into the ground, retrieving samples from below. What they found was astonishing. Fragments of old paper, pieces of bone, and metallic shards. These discoveries pointed to human activity deep underground, long before the island was officially discovered. Carbon dating later showed that some of the wood used in the tunnels dated back to the 1600s, suggesting that whoever built this had both wealth and advanced knowledge. Another key piece of evidence came from Dr. Ian Spooner, who analyzed water samples from the drilling sites. He found unusually high concentrations of gold and silver, levels that were not natural and strongly suggested something valuable lay buried below. Despite constant setbacks, harsh weather, equipment failures, and strict regulations, the team continued their search. Still, many skeptics believed the treasure was nothing more than a legend. Then, in late 2024, everything changed. From a location now known as Chamber X, the team recovered solid metal objects from deep underground. This time, they didn't rush to announce their findings. Instead, they sent the materials to laboratories for careful analysis, knowing the results could be historic. When the findings finally came back, they shook the entire treasure hunting world. This wasn't just another clue, it was confirmation. The vault had been found, exactly where the data and calculations had predicted. Footage later revealed a sealed ancient structure, something clearly built with one purpose: to remain hidden forever. For centuries, whatever was hidden on Oak Island managed to stay concealed. But now that the discovery is finally out in the open, people everywhere are asking the same question. What else could still be buried beneath the island? As the team cleared away layers of debris and silt, they realized they had reached something they had been searching for years: the legendary vault. And what they found inside went far beyond anything they had imagined. This wasn't just a chest of treasure like in the movies. It was a collection of artifacts that seemed to tell a much larger story. Among the discoveries were chains and coins dating back to the 1600s, along with a mysterious cross made from an unusual combination of metals. Some researchers believe this cross could be linked to the Knights Templar, raising the possibility that they may have reached North America long before it was officially recorded. Alongside these items, the team uncovered a sealed lead container filled with ancient documents. Written in Latin, Old French, and in some cases encoded, these texts could take years to fully understand. They may even explain how the island's complex flood tunnel system was designed and built. Even more surprising was the discovery of mechanical components, gears and valves hidden within the structure. These appeared to be part of an advanced trap system, likely responsible for flooding the tunnels whenever someone got too close. Whoever built this vault wasn't just hiding treasure, they were protecting it with remarkable engineering. Then came one of the most unsettling discoveries: human remains. Bones were found embedded within the chamber walls, placed deliberately. Their age suggests they have been there for centuries, leading some to believe the treasure was not just hidden, but actively guarded. Nearby carvings added another layer of mystery. Symbols resembling Masonic designs, compasses and squares etched into the stone, have sparked fresh debates among historians about who may have been responsible for building the structure. At the same time, some tools found inside appear more modern, suggesting the vault may have been accessed more than once over the years. One particularly fascinating discovery was a small, iron-banded chest containing dozens of gold coins from the early 1700s. These coins hint at trade routes and movement that historians still don't fully understand. For Rick Lagina, opening the vault was the moment of a lifetime, while Marty Lagina described it as something beyond anything they had ever imagined. What makes it even more remarkable is that the structure remained intact for centuries, despite exposure to water and time. Now, experts are racing to preserve these artifacts before they deteriorate. What was once a quiet, overlooked island has suddenly become the center of global attention. Not just for treasure hunters, but for historians, scientists, and researchers as well. Because this discovery isn't just about gold, it has the potential to reshape history. If the connection to the Knights Templar turns out to be real, it could suggest they reached the Americas long before Christopher Columbus. The symbols, artifacts, and engineering all point to a level of knowledge and movement that challenges long-held assumptions. Some believe Oak Island may have served as a hidden sanctuary, a place where valuable knowledge and important relics were protected during times of unrest in Europe. The documents found inside could even contain maps leading to other hidden locations across the continent. The complexity of the flood tunnels adds even more intrigue. The technology behind them appears far ahead of its time, suggesting this was not the work of simple pirates. Instead, it points to a carefully planned operation carried out by a highly skilled and organized group. With the presence of Masonic symbols, some are now connecting the island to secret societies that may have influenced the course of modern history. Researchers have already begun revisiting ancient maps, searching for new clues. For those who believed in the mystery for years, this moment feels like long-awaited confirmation. What once seemed impossible is now being taken seriously. Oak Island is no longer just a story of failed searches, it has become a story of discovery. But this isn't the end. In many ways, it's only the beginning. Now the biggest question is, what happens next on the island? And just how deep does this mystery go? As the team carefully cleans and preserves each artifact, it becomes clear that this work goes far beyond simple restoration. Every object, whether it's a coin, a fragment of parchment, or a piece of metal, is treated as part of a much larger puzzle. The level of detail in the cataloging process suggests these items are not just remnants of wealth, but pieces of a complex historical story we are only beginning to understand. Each new discovery feels like another piece of an unsolved equation. At the same time, the growing involvement of Canadian authorities has added a new layer of seriousness. Inspections, regulations, and oversight are becoming stricter around the site. While this is officially about safety and protecting historical heritage, some believe there may be more to it. The idea that this discovery could challenge long-held beliefs about human history, migration, and technological development has sparked intense debate. If proven true, what lies beneath Oak Island might not just rewrite a chapter of history, it could force a complete rethink of how civilization developed, and the mystery doesn't stop with the vault. Advanced scans of the surrounding area continue to reveal strange anomalies, shadows and shapes deep underground that don't point to a single chamber, but something much larger. These patterns suggest a network of interconnected tunnels and spaces, possibly forming an extensive underground system. What makes this even more intriguing is the precision of the layout. It appears too advanced for the tools and knowledge believed to exist centuries ago, raising serious questions about who built it and how. Some researchers have begun to consider more unconventional possibilities. Could the builders have used advanced techniques to move Earth without leaving clear traces? Might sound, vibration, or other unknown methods have played a role? While these ideas may seem extreme, the evidence on Oak Island continues to challenge what we think is possible. The deeper the investigation goes, the harder it becomes to explain everything through conventional history alone. Even more speculative theories are starting to emerge. Some suggest the vault may not just be a storage space, but part of a much larger system designed with a specific purpose. Others believe the artifacts themselves could hold knowledge, not just value, possibly preserving information from a time or civilization we don't yet fully understand. Although these theories remain unproven, they show just how mysterious this discovery has become. At the same time, Rick and Marty Lagina's determination has turned Oak Island into something far greater than a simple treasure hunt. What was once a quiet, overlooked place is now a global point of interest. Researchers, historians, and curious minds from around the world are watching closely, waiting for the next breakthrough. Years of persistence, once doubted by many, now appear to have led to something truly remarkable. And yet, even with everything that has been uncovered, the biggest questions still remain. What was really hidden here, and why? Was this the work of a secret society protecting something important? Or could it still be a cleverly concealed treasure left behind by pirates or early explorers? And perhaps the most important question of all, Is there still more waiting to be discovered beneath the surface? As the world waits for the next phase of exploration, one thing is clear: this story is far from over. In fact, it may only just be beginning. If you want to keep up with future discoveries and updates, stay tuned to the Timefold channel, like the video, and follow along as the search continues to uncover one of history's greatest mysteries.